And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
You're good. You're good. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Yellow lady. You kill.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go with Kamara. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
I'm here all day. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 8. 20. 61.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Makes it 3rd and 10.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, folks.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Yo. Express! I got him. He's mine. 54 is mine. Check. Watch 54.
Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Newton. Going to drop this off to his fullback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. From the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
I like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check. He's checking. Crash.
Now Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Complete to Traquan Smith. A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Ready.
New Orleans.
5-9. Check. 59. Watch the run.
On first down, Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And that is complete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jarius Wright, 38 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Saints take over first and 10. Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Breeze to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And this will be caught at the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. They fake the give. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. On first down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 38, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. To throw is Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Newton delivers this one to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Watch the whip. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Rock now.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Breeze now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. But now it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. The open man is Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And the Saints first down.
Ready. 5-9. 59. Now watch one. Ready, take.
Breeze now on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
Come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Ryan on first down. But he's going to take a shot right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I got you.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Right there in the middle, 55. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
On second and 12, Ryan flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's Elliott, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
47.
Prescott yet again. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davis.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Alert 3. Check 59. Mike is on 3.
On second down. It's Elliott, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On third down, Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Check. You know. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check, girls. Check.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. It's complete to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 28 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Mike, 45. I don't think you got it, son. Here we go. 26.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
26.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Elliott. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here we go. 480. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill. 27.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Hey, Tuesday.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Motion, check. Shift.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Let him go.
4th down. Here's Ryan. Complete to Jones. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
There we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 2nd and 12, Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. That'll bring up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
47. 26.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now 21-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
That's another Falcons.
Hey, back up.
Now Ryan on first down. Caught by Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. On first down, Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Ryan, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down.
Hey, South. Mike 54. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott from the gun. Got his man there complete to Gallup. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
No. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
After the interception, here's Ryan. This complete to Jones. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 47 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I'm on. He's coming. We got double up. 51, Sam.
From the gun, Ryan, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Check. Fresno.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
There we go, kill.
59 Mike, check.
Throwing here, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
54 Mike. Watch a slap. Hey, South.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Ryan looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, and it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Prescott to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Kill.
Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of a distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You wanna Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Booker T. Watch right. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And the pressure gets to him again. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
26
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. It's caught, Lockett. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Right back to Conner here on 1st. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers into
a double team, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard.
They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Like 80. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch. No bell. Block it back.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Two times.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to take a shot for and caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, 28 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
The Steelers' 22-yard line.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run down here with Procise. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. On second and goal, Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is third and goal. Operating from the gun, Wilson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 3 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. 2
yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Like 80.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Like 30.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell
Snicker. Jumper. 6'6", bullet high.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All day. Look for City.
From the gun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and now he's going to use his legs. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
And the Seahawks, first down.
I'm here all day. Trick. You got trick. You got 3. Go nowhere, 22.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He hits his running back, Procise. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
55. 19. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
To throw is Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to C.J. Procise. Brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Wilson now, operating from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go play action with Wilson. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely.
Here we go.
You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on it. He's got a man, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks 29-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Oh, here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So tied for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson, he's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's bring it. Nickers, got to spin.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Going top shelf for Smith. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Don't say nothing.
Here's Wilson, throwing again. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
To throw again on second down. Wilson out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check 50.
Wilson to throw again. Flushed out right. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. On first down, Procise. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start with a give to Connor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Roethlisberger will throw. Washington's got it. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set! Blue 30. Mike 50. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Black is good.
Again, it's Connor. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Black 30.
65, 65. 65.
Monday.
Check 26, check 26.
Black, what's that? Black, what's that?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. 25, check 25, check 25, check 52.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught. Block it.
Wilson's pass complete to Tyler Lockett. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wilson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Check back, check back. Check 31, check 31. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Steelers take over at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Snippers, 66.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check nickel. Easy.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Like 80, 50. Let's get the ball. Kill.
On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go, guys. 4 down, 4 down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Going the other way.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. He did have one blocked earlier. This time it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.